Jump the curve is an incredibly important phrase and concept if you want to understand the future, and all entrepreneurs do. Here's the easiest way. Let me just tell you a quick story. As I was writing the book, Jump the Curve, I came across this wonderful quote from Albert Einstein, and he once said to scientists and to technologists, he said, if you can't explain what you're working on to an 8-year-old child, you're a fraud. And I thought that's a wonderful quote, and I wish more scientists would try to live by it. But it so happens I have a young son, and he is 8 years old, and I wanted to see if he could grasp what I meant by jump the curve. So he, up until he was 7, he hadn't lost any of his teeth, but my son finally lost one of his teeth. And so I said, what would you rather have from the tooth fairy? Would you rather have $1 per tooth, and all babies have 20 teeth, or would you rather have a penny for the first tooth, 2 for the second, 4 for the third? And he looks at me, he goes, I'm taking the $20. I go, no, Sean, you have to learn how to jump the curve, because your 20th tooth is worth over $5,000. And he goes, no way. And so what I mean by jump the curve is, if anything is growing exponentially, and there are now 9 technologies that are growing exponentially, what you can't do is just look at the early trend. You have to follow it out to its logical conclusion. And if you graph these trends, the curve shoots straight up. And so if you want to understand the future, you have to jump this curve, that the future isn't just increasing linearly, it's increasing exponentially. And so that curve is incredibly important.